Rangers here, 3v3 Faction War, August Desert Gate, Imperial Guard versus Eldar. Blue team, we have bobcarcass, Plane and Inquisitor. Offensive commander, fights melee to start off, can get ranged weapons, lots of crowd control and a little bit of support. For nothing, plays a Commissar Lord alongside. Offensive melee can also support. And Leader of Doom rounds out blue team as a Lord General. Fights ranged, has a retinue to help him out, good defense and support abilities. Red team, Razor is an Eldar Farseer, good mobility with fleet, fights melee, support commander. Eerie is an Eldar Warlock, offensive, melee, also has fleet, so good mobility, can tank and disrupt really well. Lieutenant Batou rounds out red team as a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander, fights range, really good for map control, harassing, and has some good crowd control as well. Using his mobility to get to this contested western power. Now in melee with a Inquisitor, wants to teleport out but is not. Now goes for triple Guardians. Inquisitor taking tons of damage, tries to get Hammer of the Witches off, is going to go down in retreat and does. Meanwhile east side we have two Sentinels, one from For Nothing, one from Leader of Doom. You want to be aggressive early on with your Sentinels and get stomps before nasty things start coming out which can really hurt them, like setup teams and the like. So get your stomps in early. 495, 500 Eldar forcing off the Imperial Guard on the west side with some help from Eerie. Razor though has lost the east and they're getting decapped and power bashed and everything. Sentinel being repaired. Heavy weapon team on the way for bobcarcass, trying to control those triple Guardians, but the Warp Spider Exarch will be able to teleport in and tie that thing up. Shuriken cannon for both Eerie and Lieutenant Batou. Razor goes for Rangers. Rangers generally very nice versus Imperial Guard. Really hurt Sentinels and will bleed the Imperial Guardsmen. Inquisitor running in, tying up Guardians. Warp Spider Exarch choosing to cap the wreck point instead. 495, 476, a 2-to-1 for the Imperial Guard. Kiting around this Inquisitor again, tries to get Hammer of the Witches off but couldn't. Does have quite a long cast time, that ability, and so it should. It's very good. Rangers in cover. 495, 461. Guardsmen capping the central resource points. Shuriken cannon on the field for Batou, but here comes a Sentinel and stomps it. Carcass needs to move now. Heavy weapon team not setting up. No. Full retreat from Lieutenant Batou. 495, 427. East is turning red thanks to the Farseer. Huge firefight in the centre. Triple Guardians versus Guardsmen and the Lord General. Sentinel coming in, ruining the fun. Taking shots though from those Rangers. I think they take them out in 3 shots. Even less with Farseer Guide. And another one. Guardsman trying to repair. This is a huge mistake from Leader of Doom, because the next Ranger shot is going to take this Sentinel out, and there it is. And a full retreat now for Leader of Doom. Eldar can try and push the east side. Retreat grenade. Wow, nicely done. Took out 5 or 6 models there from Razor. 485, 418. Bobcarcass pushing his heavy weapon team forward with their heavy bolter that suppresses infantry. We have Rangers though for Lieutenant Batou and another Guardian squad. Very heavy. Tier 1. For Nothing getting double Catacans. And the other players going straight to Tier 2 without Catacan Devils. Commissar Lord persuaded to retreat by Guardians, who should now come and decap this northern victory point for Eldar. They have a 2-to-1 though. They really should have taken this VP for the Eldar, but instead are shooting up a node. 455, 418. General Batou a bit static here, should be bashing power. And another Guardian squad from Lieutenant Batou, a very, very heavy tier 1. Warlock caps that wreck point. He has the immolate, you can tell by the flame icon. There's a destructor, and we might see immolate afterwards. There is the immolate. Guardsman dodge, but a lot of fire coming in from those Guardians, and they have to retreat through it now. 433, 418, 2-to-1 cap for the Eldar. Grenade misses. Double catacans, 4 for nothing. He doesn't have much else though, just Guardsman. Such a strong tier 1 unit, can disrupt. Fantastic in melee and range with their shotguns. And their grenade launcher has ridiculous range on it as well. Forced to retreat here though, could not push past the shuriken. Lieutenant Batou still camped outside base. 412, 418 is very even VP wise. For nothing now goes to tier 2. Manticore on the way for bobcarcass, and Ogryn's on the way for LeaderofDoom. Lord General can really support Ogryn's well. Something you used to see when Retribution first came out was double Ogryn supported by the Fox operator. Don't see it very often these days. Don't see the Lord General around very often these days, in fact. 382, 418. Shuriken needs to turn around and is doing so. Rangers have their Pathfinder gear. And it's going to be a huge firefight. Both blobs suppressed. But here we see the Hammer of Witches go off, and here's a Manticore strike. He hasn't noticed, and that is ridiculous losses for the Eldar. Wow, he didn't retreat. The flare did not last very long because the Manticore is reasonably close. 338, 418. Huge losses for Lieutenant Batou. Lost his Shuriken, lost his Rangers, lost the Guardian squad. Lost 2 Guardian squads, I think. Imperial Guard trying to push on the east side. There's a plasma grenade. Only 2 models lost on those guardsmen. Farseer now tying up these Katakan devils. I don't think she wants to fight them in melee though. Look how quickly they took her down there. I think she just got her singing spear before she died. Yeah, you can see it there. 302, 418. Shuriken lost for Razor. Huge losses. Now a Falcon on the way. Here are the Ogryns. Super heavy infantry melee unit. Act as a line breaker for Imperial Guard. Very dangerous offensively though as well. Actually do melee heavy damage, so they will do good damage to vehicles too. 293, 418. Manticore strike goes off. Double grenades go in on the heavy weapon team. Doesn't finish it off though. They were well spread out. Unlucky for Eerie. 293, 414, 2-to-1 for the Imperial Guard. Wraithlord hits the field for Lieutenant Batou. Really nice Eldar Walker. Powerful in melee. Has been given the shoulder mounted Shuriken cannon. As you can see, puts out some crazy DPS. 293, 402, and Imperial Guard sweeping across the east side completely. Here is the Falcon from Razor, support vehicle for Eldar. Allows you to reinforce and transport. And Guardians disembark, but this is a lot of stuff to deal with. They don't want to tackle the Ogryns, that's for sure. Ogryns will make short work of a Falcon. Look at the health fly down. Can it get away? These Guardians have no energy to throw grenades. Falcon stops, but survives somehow. Huge push by the Imperial Guard, Death Grove Krieg. And the Falcon lives. Ogryns lost 2 models and a bunch of guardsmen died as well. Surprised we haven't seen a really nasty autarch drop yet. Well, I haven't seen one myself anyway. Inferno pistol on the Inquisitors. Doesn't want to get in a fist fight with a Wraith Lord though. And she's going to go down. Retreat hit will kill her. Was waiting for her mandate, I think, but couldn't get it in time. Lieutenant Batou, despite those insane losses, has taken over the west side. Magical strike on the Wraith Lord now. And got 2 good hits in there. Batou also has Wraith Guard painfully slow without Wraith Sight from a Warlock or Farseer though. Guardians capping their power back. Warlock forcing off 2 Catacomb level squads. The Farseer is still down here. We have an improvised explosive as well. 293, 339, 2-1 cap still for Imperial Guard, but look at the map control for the Eldar. They have these 2 central points and most of the west side. What is this Wraith Lord doing? Was going after the Manticore, but it pulled away and now turns to engage. This is crazy. Ogrins will rip it to shreds. In they go. And he's going to lose this Wraith Lord. Poor play from Batou. He's still not running away. And he's going to go down here. And that was a Wraith Lord with a Surety Cannon as well. And Ogrins leveled 2. East side. Warlock levels to 4. Wow, he's fully kitted out as well. Has Champion's Robe, Warp Throw and the Immolator. A bit of a mismatch of war gear there. You usually see Champion's Robe with Heart of Darkness and the Warp Throw with the Witchblade of Kurnus. But there you go. Lieutenant Batou now only has Wraith Guard and goes tier 3. Razor and Eerie also going tier 3 for nothing already there. What is... Finally he starts moving. Bobcarcass, you need to push the west side, fella. Finally he starts moving. Falcon shooting some Ogrins. There go grenades, nicely dodged. Also get a heal from a medical retinue member. You saw a huge creeping barrage there from a Basilisk off map. Falcon taken out, rear armor hits from the Ogrins, but the double Wraith Guard get away. 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Not sure double Wraith Guard was the best idea versus Ogrins and double Catacomb Devils. Blue team losing a natural to very under strength Wraith Guard of Batou. Just about get away. 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. Imperial Guard need to push the center here. They should be decapping this VP. Bobcarcass slowly but surely working his way up the west side. Heavy weapon squad or heavy weapon team covering. Did not take out this webway gate though. 232 314. Blue team should be decapping this VP. Very static in the center there. Double Guardians beefing up Batou's force. There's a time field from the Farseer. Armor of the Assyrian allowing her to do that, and now she can decap. Imperial Guard really didn't push enough there where they had the chance. Finally the Lord General is going to come and decap the VP. You see the Sergeant there that can distribute medipacks. Ogrins probably have one already. Grenade attempt misses everything completely. Ogrins chasing the Wraith Guard, and they really don't want to get into melee with Ogrins. There's the medical pack heal. Magical strike on the VP. Didn't do a whole lot. 232, 275. Wraith Guard do get away. Ogrins now level 3. But look at this. Seer Council on the field for Razor. Unique melee unit to the Farseer. They will wipe the floor with Ogrins in a 1-to-1 fight, but perhaps not level 3 Ogrins. their power melee damage doing a lot of damage to their super heavy infantry armor. And a standoff on the west side. Double cap for Imperial Guard now. Here comes Lieutenant Batou with double Guardians and Wraith Guard. Still a threat on this west side despite all of the stuff he's lost. Razor coming to retake the natural, no Guardians are capping it. Warlock on the field, this is Razor's, also has the Executioner Spear. Avatar of Cain on the way for Eerie. Manticore has leveled to 3 now, it's killed so much stuff. 232, 222, 1-to-1 cap. It's gonna be a 2-to-1 for blue. Chimera on the field for nothing to support those Katakan Devils. Now hitting power, and as you can see, double Katakan Devils are very, very effective at taking down generators with their shotguns. Absolutely crazy DPS. Here come Ogrins to the center now. Looks like bobcarcass has given up on the west side and comes mid. Ouch, that was the Emperor's Wrath, I think. Yes, Commissar Lord leveled and then went down. Looks like he has a power fist of some kind. Seer Council in amongst it. There's a nice plasma grenade, boom, in amongst those guardsmen. Seer Council ripping those stormtroopers to shreds. Now have their work cut out though, with Ogrins down to half health, and they are forced to retreat because of that. Warlock is still around. Huge push through the center though by blue team. Need to start capping things. Champion's Robe allows the Warlock to take down the Commissar Lord again, and should run away now. There we go. Avatar of Cain has hit the field for Eerie. Warp Exarch teleporting in and dying. He doesn't have any war gear, not sure what he's trying to do, trying to tie up this heavy weapon team, I think. Here come Wraith Guard and a Shuriken. Ogren's coming in though, Shuriken not facing that way, and there's another Manticore Strike. And again, huge losses for Lieutenant Batou with a Purgatus thrown in. Pretty unlucky. There's no way he could have dodged that with the Manticore being so close. Avatar of Cain on the field from Eerie. Super unit for Eldar, powerful in melee combat and very, very tough. Also emits a AoE buff to surrounding allies, going after these Ogrins now. Ogrins get another heal from the medikit. Have been reasonably well supported by LeaderofDoom. Mines dropped by the Commissar Lord. They take a while to arm though. 225, 220, a 2-to-1 cap for red team. And they have 2 avatars on the field. Bobcarcass going for a Baneblade now. Fire Prism also on the field for Lieutenant Batou, who seems to keep churning out units despite losing absolutely tons of stuff. Chimera pushing against Guardians. Katakan Devils will be finished off by the Avatar here. Boom. Took a full volley from the Wraith Guard and survived though. 217, 220. This is a level 6 Warlock now. Farseer level 3, fully kitted out, has the Runes of Reaping. Warp Exarch level 3 and dead. There's a Manticore Strike onto something. Not sure where. Avatar coming to the west side, and Eldar should be able to push it back. Also has Seer Council backing him up. Razor has a pretty nasty mobile melee force there with the Autarch as well. Chimera needs to be very careful. Guardsmen able to shoot out of that thing, of course, and now they get out. They have plasma guns which will help versus the Avatar, but down goes the Chimera. Was not moved at all by for nothing. 205, 220. Here is Bobcarcass's Baneblade to try and even things up. Super heavy tank bristling with guns. There's a time field and the Manticore Strike on the Avatar. Hit him with all 4 missiles, it seemed. Manticore Playing it very, very risky though, just standing out in the open there. City Council run away. And all three Imperial Guard players getting Baneblades out. Leader of Doom already has his out, so there's 2 Baneblades on the field now. Wraith Guard, bad news for a stationary Baneblade. Look at the damage they are putting out. But they are now forced off. Rocket Run absolutely fails. And he went in 2 different directions with it. Huge mistake. He should go one way and then go back across the first run. 171, 220. 2-to-1 cap for Eldar. Lieutenant Batou, as usual, has very, very little. He has Guardians who are inside a building somewhere and Wraith Guard who are inside another building. Where the hell are they? No idea. Razor has his Seer Council and Avatar. Red team just overextending a little bit there. Commissar Lord decapping Eldar's natural. These guys not paying attention and are just going to push forward. Double Baneblades on the field. Avatar wailing on this one. And here's an Eldritch Storm. That's going to be a dead Baneblade. But the infantry escapes relatively unharmed. 1 Baneblade down then. Bobcarcass now has a Leman Russ on the way. He might cancel that, yes, and go for another Baneblade. Here is For Nothing's Baneblade now. Avatar runs away. 151, 220. Bunker goes up. Most likely going to be a repair bunker to support these Baneblades. They need to push them forward though. Don't want to just protect their natural with them. Farseer murdered the Commissar Lord. Level 4 Commissar Lord. Level 8 Lord General has those grenade launchers. And the Inquisitor is level 6, fully kitted out now with Purgatus, her Mandate and the Inferno pistol. Boom! Fire Prism taken out by the Baneblade. There's an Immolator, there's a Wailing Doom on the Guardsman, and they get hit by it and sent into another Wailing Doom. Huge carnage here in the center of the map. Avatars now going after the Baneblades. These Baneblades are pretty much fresh though. Avatars need to be very, very careful because here come Ogrins. And an Avatar on the way for Lieutenant Batou, and Bobcarcass is getting another Baneblade. 126, 220. Manticore Strike. Nicely done. Eldar taking tons of damage. This is a dead Avatar. And this one might not survive either if the Ogrins turn around. These must be level 4 by now. They are level 4. Here is Wrath of Cain. Baneblade taken down to half HP almost by this Avatar. And he might escape, taking las cannon hits from the Baneblade. Lord General should get himself some melter guns. And here is Lieutenant Batou's Avatar going in all alone. 126, 194, a 2-to-1 for the Imperial Guard. Leman Russ on the way for Leader of Doom, and Bobcarcass has his second Baneblade on the field. We now have 3. Avatar chasing, should not be doing this. Wow, there's 5 prisoners alive with 5 hit points. Eldritch Storm on this guy, stunning it, doing a reasonable amount of damage, but it survives. And now is Baneblade being repaired by Guardsmen. Is this a repair bunker? I have no idea. Avatar taking tons of damage, forced to retreat, and it's gonna go down. Down he goes. Not sure what Lieutenant Batou was thinking, trying to take on 2 Baneblades with an Avatar with no support. Ortok capping south. Warlock trying to cap east under heavy weapon team fire and a Guardsman squad pouring fire in. Inquisitor apparently doesn't want to get involved. There's a Manticore Strike on a huge blob of stuff. Boom. huge losses again from the Eldar. Inferno pistol taking shots. There's mines dropped by the Commissar Lord. There's a Kogatis. Boom. 126, 122, Lehman Russ. Imperial Guard now can push through the center surely. And surely Imperial Guard are going to take this. Here is Razor's avatar back. Going up against these Ogryns. There's Wrath of Cain. Ogryns retreat. And without losses. 126, 122. Imperial Guard take the east, and they should have this game now, surely. Should get a triple now. Avatar taking tons of damage from those las cannons. Imperial Guard are able to decap, and they should be able to cap. Here comes the Commissar Lord. He does have the Fist of Brockus, Bionic Eye, and the Emperor's Wrath.
They have 100 points, sir.
Desperation from Eldar Autarch decapping Blues Natural. 126, 93. D cannon on the way for Lieutenant Batou. Whoa. Crazy rocket run combined with Emperor's Wrath, I think. And somehow the Seer Council survived. Is a level 2, very nearly level 3 Seer Council. Eldritch Storm on that Baneblade, can't quite finish it off. 126, 57, a 2-to-1 cap. Manticore strike on the east side now. Warlock lives. Level 9 Warlock. And Imperial Guard retain the east side. They have a 2-to-1. Don't seem terribly interested in taking the natural back. Here we can see some Stormtroopers going to take it. Welling Doom. His Razor's avatar back again. Just trying to take on this Baneblade. Lieutenant Batou churning out D cannons now. And east side is decapped by Wraith Guard with Distort Field. Global ability of the Warlock. And they might be able to cap it here. Here's a Manticore strike though, which might finish them off. It does force them to retreat at least with a single model. This Manticore has been ridiculous. Obviously level 4 and a double cap for Imperial Guard, and this is going to be it. 126, 19. Avatar taken down. Finally, Autarch, a last hurrah, is going to be ripped to shreds by the Ogryns, and there is a triple, and there is the game. Epic stuff. Not the most high level game ever, let's be honest, but a lot of stuff died. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you next time.